Hello and welcome to Streaming Mad. I am your host, LootFX, and once again we are joined by Zeibach, who wanted to play this game as well. So here we are. In fact, unfortunately, the game is not showing up until now. Okay, good. Yes, we actually have a game we're playing, and as you can see from both the title and the other title, we're playing Return of the Obra Dinn, which is a game that we know very little about at this point.
Although it's got this really cool monochrome black and not quite white Dark Castle vibe to it.
Yeah, we start doing all the various Dark Castle sounds. Wow! All right, so we know it has to do with a boat, and that's about it, I think.
And fog over the moon.
Yes, well, that does happen as well. So let's see what's going on. Okay, I lied only a tiny bit in that I played this for apparently exactly 2 minutes to figure out can we actually, do this. But just to make sure we don't skip anything,
me, sir.
We're going to play from the very beginning. And we have no fates solved, which...
Whatever that means, I don't know how you apply the verb solve to the noun fate, but we're going to find out.
Right. Okay, let's do this thing. Lost at sea, 1803. The good ship Obra Dinn. Built in 1796, London, 800 tons, 18-foot draft. Captain R. Witterell. Crew 51 men. Last voyage to Orient. Cape Rendezvous unmet. Contact East India Company. That's just, I've never seen that abbreviation before. London office for inquiries or testimony. Click.
Space?
Okay. Space it is.
The Honourable East India Company. Attention to Chief Inspector, Insurance and Claims, London Office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately and prepare a full assessment.
Okay, I guess that's... So we're insurance inspectors.
I love being an insurance adjuster.
Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job.
It's a living.
It's a living.
A bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know. I'll hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
Now, this is something I'll mention only because, and again, in the 2 minutes I played this before, I'd remembered that your character was female because I thought I heard a female voice the first time. And it could be just my memory going all faulty, but...
Or it's randomized.
I really couldn't tell you. Okay.
All right.
So we
okay,
apparently...
high pan rate.
Indeed. We have our
pointy finger
water
thing.
legs. What's this thing? Oh, it's just a thingy to grab onto.
It's an interactable handle. Interesting. Well, welcome to the deck of the Obra Dinn.
Indeed, I assume. Or maybe this is just the, towboat to the Obra Dinn, and the Obra Dinn is huge!
Ooh, that would be remarkable if it were the case.
And the only other thing I noticed before I went farther is that it's interesting that they actually do some concept of texture, in that I think it's... I'm trying to think if it's direction independent or not. So you look at the grain of the wood...
Yes?
Okay, no, it actually is just a texture in that case. Never mind. I thought it was actually doing kind of like a stencil thing, where it's like a certain bit pattern over it, but it's all okay. It looks cool. All right. We have now gone as far as I ever have in this game.
All right.
So, let's see.
Winches and things.
Can we... Okay, we can zoom in with the right mouse button. Zoom into all the things. Left mouse button is not doing anything yet. Spacebar is not doing anything yet, and there's...
Is that a corpse?
It looks like it is a corpse.
A skeleton.
Well, okay.
Less a corpse than a skeleton.
When does a corpse become a skeleton? Because there's got to be some moment where it becomes one to the other.
I think when all of the flesh is gone.
So if there's one tiny strip of flesh still on it, it's still a corpse.
As far as I'm concerned, yes.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, there's a fairly long period of time after all the flesh is gone where the bones remain.
Fair enough. Well, unfortunately, it looks like we can't do anything with it. Oh, what?
It's too heavy!
Fine. I think we'll need to figure out some sort of winch or crane set up in
Oh,
order
to help this guy?
get the box on board, whatever said mystery box contains.
All right,
Or
fine.
maybe we'll have to help him ourselves,
We-
but I'm guessing not.
We
Let's
might.
find out.
I don't see anything
we
that
can go talk to
obviously
him.
uses a winch. Yeah, just in case. Can we... Okay, so space looks like it allows us to transition over these things. You hollered, sir?
Too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
All right. Nope. We want... Okay. So we
There's
got
a book.
a book.
And what else is in
Hey,
there?
Wits End, how's it going? Hoy!
Ahoy. D, it says.
Oh, D, gotcha. Return of the Obra Dinn, a catalog of adventure and tragedy. Preface, I trust you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale with the pages of this book. Is this book made for one person? Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. Yes. Let's just put our hands in. Whoa, 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 whoa.
But first, you have to watch a tiny video in 160 by 120.
Exactly. Important video. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard.
I have a pocket watch?
Apparently so. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now.
The journey, the ship, the crew, life at sea, sketch.
Okay.
Glossary, back cover.
So, apparently, I guess the chapters are what we have to fill in? Okay, so this is where...
Can you click into that?
Yes, we can.
Very
Okay.
good.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we're going to have to complete this? Or is it...
I was going to say, it doesn't look like there's
No,
any
that
paths.
dotted
this,
line.
This dotted line is, okay.
From
so,
Southampton through the Canary Islands.
and then down through Cape Verde?
Verde, I believe.
Yep. It's weird because it's, I guess good old Spain, and down
And
to the
down to the
of-
Cape Horn.
Yep.
Right?
All right. Well, that's where it's supposed to go.
Or is that the Cape of Good Hope? I can't remember.
I can never remember that either.
I think it's the Cape of Good Hope.
I'll go with that.
The Horn is the southern tip of South America.
Ah.
Oh, we have a map. Well,
Yep.
that's handy.
Main deck, gun deck, orlop deck.
And the hold.
Okay. So this means very little to us yet, but I'm sure we'll figure this out as we go through it. Okay, and the crew.
The crew manifest.
Nice.
Oh, and passengers as well. How many passengers?
Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 passengers.
Okay, and Wits End has verified it is Good Hope. Thank you.
Yes.
The stewards, midshipmen, topmen.
They had a Swede on
seamen.
board.
Apparently so. Some of us Chinese people, or at least half of my Chinese people.
Who were actually working the ship rather
Indeed.
than as passengers or cargo.
Yes, I'm not sure what top man versus seaman means. I'm guessing just above decks and below decks. but I
Top
don't
man
know.
is somebody who's in the sails, who
Ah.
spends all of their time like climbing ropes and way up high.
Okay, things I didn't know.
Aha! Well, I believe her memory is at least as trustworthy as mine, which means we can both be wrong together in confidence.
Now, the big problem here is that their cook was English, so...
Well, that's why they're all dead, clearly.
All right, if anyone is fond of England, no, nothing then. Okay. The good idea, life at ski. Why would I say that?
So, dicing on the... Oh, do we get to examine each of these individuals?
I don't know if we... Okay, so we can get the individual pictures, it appears.
Okay.
But it's not like we get a lot of detail at the moment.
Formosan royalty. I did see
Oh.
4 Asian-style names as passengers. So
Okay.
apparently they were transporting as passengers.
Yeah,
See,
Formosa.
Bunwanlin, Yangxiang, Qiutang.
I actually don't know where Formosa is.
The island of Formosa is now known as the island of Taiwan.
Gotcha. All right, makes sense. I don't know not Exodus is the wrong term, but pre-exile, that's what I was looking for. Like, what Taiwanese society was like and stuff like that. So, anyway, things I don't know about history. That could fill several books. In fact, a lot of them have been written in the past. Hopefully. Loose cargo. All right, so...
On the cargo deck,
we have a lot to
we have
fill
a
in.
lot to fulfill.
The Calling.
I think we go back to chapter 1. What do you think? I
Yeah,
think we're
that's
supposed to
probably
do them
good.
in order.
I mean, I'm guessing that this is just us literally flipping through the book.
Yep.
And it's just blank pages, so I was curious if there's any interesting stuff at the end.
There's a lot of pages
Bargain
there.
is
The escape.
the one they mentioned
The
at the end. Glossary. Oh, in fact,
So
here
do
we
you
go.
want to know what Topman is?
A higher-rated seaman specializing in work above the deck in the sails and rigging. Well, there you go, then. A purser.
They manage the cargo.
Makes sense. Gunner, bosun, boatswain, right? Former in charge of general crew operations, the equipment required to sail the ship. Carpenter's obvious. Midshipman. Officer in training. Is this for officer tradesman to order to learn ship operations? Okay.
Yes, the middies. They
Okay.
don't know very much, but perhaps one day they will become officers.
Gotcha. When I was a lad, I served a term. Okay, and the ship's steering tiller. Okay, I think we're
Why
good.
has that got death on it?
I don't know. Death! Open,
Okay,
close book.
Q goes to the table of contents. That will be handy.
Yep, and
So then
tab.
you can hit links.
Oh,
and the... Oh, why does that also have a death set on it?
can we... Thank
Yes.
you.
Hello.
Memento mortem. Book get!
Great.
I'm... feel more confident already.
Well, up we go, I suppose.
Okay, I think that we've exhausted that, so... All right, I got my stuff. Are you happy already?
No.
And you couldn't carry a book and a compass up here, really?
Well, you told him not to open it.
Fine, fine.
So what happens if we randomly pull ropes? I imagine good things will happen then, right?
I don't know if I can pull anything, so space...
I don't think so. Not yet, at least.
Okay, so clearly this is the most interesting thing I've seen so far.
I think we're time traveling.
Maybe?
Captain, open the door. Kick it in. Ah, lest we break it down and take more than those shells.
What shells? One she sells by the seashore.
Exactly what I give you.
Blam, blam, blam. Yep, I thought so.
All right,
So it seems like we have an attempted mutiny. Well, we certainly have somebody being shot through the neck by the captain.
yes. This actually looks really cool.
I'm reminded of Super Hot.
Yeah, cool. All right, so what can we do with people? So we're clearly not actually here, or at least we're... Otherwise, it's like, stop, no!
So the name of the watch was Remember Death.
Right.
So I wonder if the only memories we're going to see are of people meeting their very violent ends.
That could be. I'm also reminded this is actually an idea... Well, I can't say for certain yet, but there is a game idea I had which is very close to this, and I am overjoyed that someone made a game of that.
Of a mystery?
A mystery where you got to see the memories of those people who actually died, which may or may not be fragmented and misleading.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we?
Huh? What?
You reached your time limit to see
I
that
get-
scene.
I guess. Was I supposed to pick up something new about that?
Why don't you check the book and find out?
All right. Well, swap to... Wow.
The end. Scroll forward.
Working on it.
Aha! So, just off the Canary Islands, a revolver was fired outside the captain's quarters.
Okay, now we
there
just
was a corpse. 3 others were present.
Huh.
Captain!
Who is this? How did they die? This unknown soul met an unknown fate. Okay, so we're trying to...
What if you click on Unknown Soul and click on Unknown Fate?
So,
Are you now...
this person's face appears blurred throughout the book.
I see.
This blurring indicates that you don't yet have sufficient information to determine their identity. But an unknown fate. Their fate may be known and can be entered now.
Well, I'm pretty sure they got shot through the neck.
Yeah, if the face is blurred would be unproductive. Yeah, faces will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some way.
Oh, yes, we have played lots of Ace Attorney.
Yes, I freaking love Ace Attorney.
Yes.
All right, was shot.
Shot.
Shot. With a gun.
Gun.
By the
we
captain.
presume
I'm pretty sure.
the Captain Robert Whitterell.
We don't know who it is yet, though.
Correct. And we have the one memory which is related to
Memories
them.
where this person appears can be navigated from here. Oh. This all appears in one memory. First memory perished in the bookmark memories. Bookmark all memories when they appear for quicker navigation. Yeah. Oh, yes, and that is another one. Although the main thing is that you didn't have control during those scenes. That's the only real difference. Use the buttons at the top of the page to edit bookmarks and navigate between them. Okay, this is a very data-heavy game.
Yes, which I'm enjoying already. So, the location of the corpse, is that already determined?
Yes, it's positioned immediately in front of the captain.
But it's clickable. Does that just mean it'll teleport you there? Or
I think it just shows it. And shows the memory that you were part of.
Okay, and the footprints is at our current location?
I think so. That I'm not as sure.
Very well.
We can test that one out.
3 others were present.
So
we do have some names here.
So this is the captain. Actually, wait. It's
do we
picture's
think it
clear.
Is? Well,
I think it is. So longer means that they can now be identified. Use the book and pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Visit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities.
Oh, interesting.
Use the book maps, crew manifests, and artist sketches, along with the individual conversation logs to find clues about... There were 60 people on the ship when it left England. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. You're telling me decisive information is rare. You will have to make assumptions using partial information. Some identities may only be revealed through a process of elimination. Good luck! So this does... Am I crazy, or does that look like the captain, at least whoever was shooting from the captain's quarters?
I wasn't paying that much attention to what the captain looked like.
All right, well, let's try to go back to
the memory.
Yeah.
Very good.
First memory.
You have to use the pocket watch, I presume.
Okay. Captain opened the door, so it was the captain who was yelling, so how do we use the pocket watch? That's the only question I have.
Oh, you're still in the memory.
Okay, so... He wasn't wearing the hat, but he has...
Mustache, heavy brow, nose...
Versus this fellow who looks like has a full beard. This guy who has kind of...
sideburns, heavy sideburns.
Yeah. Kind of a weaker... And no mustache.
Yes. Oh, interesting.
So we're playing Guess Who now.
Yes, we are! Okay.
Okay, so I'm...
So pretty sure that's the captain then,
yeah.
Eh?
Yep.
Very well.
Let's assume that that's right. Okay.
Okay.
Show memories on deck map depicted in Justice at Sea sketch.
Oh, click that.
Okay, that's just...
This is the Justice at Sea sketch. Oh, and I see. He's overseeing an execution, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a firing squad.
Ooh, wow, yeah, that's kind of serious, isn't it?
Just a little bit. Shot by gun. Shot with gun by...
R. Wittrell, which is what everything we know about him right now.
I believe so, yes.
And everyone else is blurry-ish.
Ish.
Okay, so there's a lot of data to take in, so it may take me a little time to, get...
Faster, faster, faster!
All right, so what else can we do from here?
What's on the next page?
Good question. Inside the captain's quarters.
That's part 2 of the end. So I think we're just now wandering the ship looking for memories.
Okay, let's see if we can... All right. So, okay, the memory... Oh!
There's the exit from this memory.
Okay, so the memory goes so far as there. There's... Okay, so it said 3 others were present.
The captain, the witness,
this guy, and this guy, apparently. And I guess I can walk through him. He was carrying a knife, and I can't...
A knife in his teeth, balding...
This can find out his secret identity. I have no idea who this is.
Oh, very well.
Okay, to see if there's anything up here that would...
I imagine we'll be seeing more memories. Lots more memories.
Sure. Why do I have a feeling that rope is going to be important? Can we get into the captain's quarters? That's the other question, 'cause that's supposed to be the next step.
Is it?
That's the, like you were saying, that's the... No, not yet.
Okay.
Nothing obvious comes through here. Yeah,
very much bang.
Yep, there wasn't much question about that much.
Uh-huh.
And I can't open anything, I assume.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I would think so.
I do not have any other buttons.
Well, space seems to be interact with environment, so...
Right.
If you were going to be opening a door, I would think that would be the button.
Or at least movement.
Okay.
Okay, so just curious what this is. Okay, so that's where it happened.
Just before the Canary Islands. So not very far out of port, really.
Okay, my question is just what is the next thing we're supposed to do?
Leave this memory and look for the next one.
Okay, then. Sorry. making sure that I'm not...
We can always come back and revisit this memory.
So, were we hired for, you know, our ability to see people's memories?
No, I think you've just been assigned a mystical pocket watch.
Gotcha.
Looks like there's a body inside the captain's quarters.
It does. I'm guessing this is where we need... there's 2 bodies in here.
Very well.
Wonderful. Let's find out what this one is.
Where
What?
are they? Must be in here someplace.
Are they looking for the shells now?
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That sounds like the captain is dying.
That could be.
Now we have to listen for voices, too.
Yep. Okay, so...
So, knife.
So this is fairly obviously the captain again.
Okay.
On the right, I think.
And they're struggling with
I'm not sure
a
if-
boat hook.
Yeah, so he looks like he might be getting stabbed at the moment. It's kind of hard. There's no exit wound, so it's hard to tell.
Yes, but whoever the other guy is clearly having his throat open.
Yep, that is also true.
What else is on the ground? I see the
there's
revolver.
the revolver.
Sorry,
Can
I guess it's a single shot.
Yeah.
Just a pistol.
And let's see if the other guy... So this happened... Okay, that was the guy who was shot, right?
And he was holding an axe.
Well, that would be a useful weapon. And there's a guy who's running up here. Are we... Oh, this is... It's going to fill in the next part, I guess.
So this would be part 2 of the end.
Possibly.
After everything has gone horribly wrong.
Inside the captain's quarters. Okay,
Well,
so it
still
wasn't the
blurry,
cap...
so we don't know who actually did the dying.
Right.
But we know who killed him.
Right. In an unknown fate. He was, would you call it stabbed or...
Knifed.
Knifed, that's fair. Was knifed by the captain. Captain gets around, doesn't he?
Well, this is all the end, so...
Okay, so where are they? Where are they? Oh, that's the discussion. Why are the X's here?
I think that's just showing the alternation between parties speaking.
Okay, so we know where the
Or
location
else,
is.
go back in there.
Okay.
X might indicate lines spoken by the victim.
Ah, that could be. I'm going to try clicking it just in case.
Sure.
Okay, nothing happened. Sorry, I just was wondering if it was a close.
Okay.
Ah, I see. So that the door opens after that happens. I see.
So we are now permitted to leave the memory or continue exploring it.
I just want to see if we can see where that guy came.
Other guy? It
Yeah.
said 2 others were present.
Okay, so I'm guessing the dead guy does not count.
I mean, 2 others were present.
Right.
So there's the captain,
Right.
but then...
No, I meant the
one-
dead guys, and this guy does not count as another present.
Oh, you know, I don't know.
Because there was a body over here before we got... Oh, that's where that
Aha!
guy went. Ha-ha!
Creeping around the backside, I see.
Indeed.
Okay, well,
seeing-
I think that probably explains the captain's fate, but maybe we'll find out
Right.
shortly.
So it doesn't look... Yeah, the captain wasn't killed here, but I still think he maybe have been severely injured here.
Quite possibly, yes.
Okay. Anything else we can decide from this? So we know... We know where everyone from the previous memory is now. There's no change in...
In the people present, yes.
Right.
Well, this is the end, so I'm presuming that much of the rest of the boat's crew and passengers are already dead at this point.
Right. All right, well, I say we should leave and see if we can find out what happened to the third person who's over in the corner.
Yes.
What did the guy outline in white? I don't know where exactly you were talking about. I saw it a little bit ago. Okay, so there's this guy, which I don't... Could be the captain, could be the other guy. I'm not sure yet.
Well, that's the guy we saw murdered in the last scene, choking
Most likely.
on his own blood.
Oh, well... Looks like
The captain brained him,
Yeah?
clubbed.
The captain is... Oh, God, that actually... And yes, he was stabbed in the shoulder, and that's the pike.
The pike what?
Oh, now you see what you're talking about.
Oh, and now it's because we've identified him.
Yeah. So what do we know about this guy? Okay, it just shows us which person he is on the screen, but we don't know anything about who he was or what he was supposed to do.
Okay, can we examine these bodies?
Yeah. So that is what we roughly thought. There's the body over here. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you're not quite close enough.
Okay.
Okay.
We should fade to black in a moment if the pattern hold. Or can we just... No, I guess not yet. So, this is...
What's that sticking out of his side?
The knife that the other guy tried to use on him. He could have bled out because
successful.
of it.
Yes.
But it wasn't immediately fatal.
Okay. Part 3.
Okay. Still don't know who it is, but we know what happened to him.
Clubbed,
I
do you
guess.
think?
Let's see if there's anything else that... and he exploded.
Again? Eaten?
Illness. Well, that is a possibility. Poison shot.
Struck?
Struck seems more likely.
No.
No.
That
okay.
is struck down by an animal, apparently.
Well, nope, that ain't it.
So I would say clubbed then.
Yeah, that seems best.
By the captain.
Captain's getting a pretty good kill count. I mean, his kill to death ratio is pretty high.
Yeah, well, he's about to die, I think.
Possibly.
So the only person who was present would be?
That would be the one person that have to be the captain. Wait. So that's...
Then there's the captain.
Yeah, the captain.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, these are the two people who were present.
Yes.
Okay, so far so good.
We think so. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's...
And the door is open.
It
so...
is. And nothing else seems to have changed significantly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can
and at least it tells us that there are no other people in this scene for us to be looking for.
Exactly.
Okay, then.
All right, the question is then, what happened to the captain? So, okay, the captain was probably injured, which would imply that...
Well, there... and there's a knife on the ground as well.
That would do it. I'm guessing this is the captain.
And there's another revolver, or another pistol.
I think it was the same one that we saw over here in the previous memory.
I believe... Wait, I see. Very well.
So he probably took it with him. And what is that on the ground there? Can't quite recognize it. Is it
a mask?
Or no, it's his pelvis.
Oh, that is his pelvis, yes.
Okay, then.
And there's a corpse in the bunk.
Which we couldn't... Okay, well, let's find out. This is likely the captain, so let's see what's going on here.
Abigail, your brother, my friend, I shot him dead.
Okay, so Abigail's brother is one who's hit with him.
Soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything.
That sounds like suicided to me.
That looks an awful a bit like it too.
Uh-huh.
And if I could only crouch, I would be a little happier. But
Control?
I'm trying. C doesn't do it.
Control?
That is the captain. Okay, I was just looking for, recognizing the injuries from before. Okay, so this one is fairly cut and dry.
And at that time, there was already somebody in the bunk.
Right. Who...
Can you identify her?
Good. Sorry, there we go.
Is that a woman?
Oh, there we go. Yes. So she's going to be in the manifest. So the person who was killed in the first one has to be Abigail's brother, which I'm not sure, but may have the same last name.
Well, let's look at the manifest then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Abigail.
Possibly Abigail. We don't know.
Well,
because he was referring to Abigail as his love.
Right, which is a little weird. Well, it makes it should be in the bunk then, but at the same time, why would she be on the ship in general if that...
Indeed.
So, no one else was present. Does that mean that she's already dead at this point? Okay.
I mean, this is the end. I think this is the last death.
Fair enough.
So, suicided.
Well, he was... Yes.
Suicide by gun. That seems correct. This may or may not be correct.
Excellent. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Correctly identify at least 3 people and their fates to have the information typeset into the book. Oh, interesting.
But you have to be correct about it.
Right.
What's the question mark? Upper right.
Guidance. Identifying people.
Oh.
Just the information
This
about
is bringing
things.
back the
stuff that we saw already.
tutorial information.
Yeah, which is good.
Looks like the second one's deduction rating, so
I-
we'll probably understand that as soon as we've done a set of 3.
Right.
Let's look at the
location is fine.
manifest.
Sure. Sorry, I need to remember the keys. Okay, so Q goes to the table of contents.
The crew.
The crew, yes. All right, so we're looking for an Abigail.
Abigail Hoscott Witterell, number 19,
Okay.
was a passenger boarded from Scotland. Now, was there somebody else by the
So
name Hoscott or Witterell?
Witterell, I think, is the captain, so I think they were already married.
They were already. Oh, number two, go back up. William Hoscott, the first mate.
Okay.
And if Hoscott was her maiden name,
Right, that
so
seems
then we can
likely.
identify him.
Yeah, and just making sure, just really quickly, are there any other Hoscotts on here? I doubt it. Sorry, it's just one of those.
Very
Let's
good.
make sure everything is actual evidence. Okay, so we're gonna
go over to William to the first memory
to
in the end.
end.
And part 1
Yep.
was William Hoscott shot dead.
Yep. Dead, 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 dead.
Okay.
We haven't recognized the other people, but I think this is appropriate.
Well, should we go watch Abigail?
Yeah, I think that seems like a fair idea. All right.
Where are you going?
To the door.
Oh, exiting the memory, yes.
I'm not sure if there's a quicker way to leave memories, but okay. This is
4 kills during the chapter The End.
looks like it.
Yep. Okay.
Making sure that wasn't okay. So nothing is made certain at this point.
Right.
So Abigail must have died significantly
earlier.
Yeah. Which would be a good reason for the captain to go a little bit mad.
I hear lots of gunfire.
Yep. That's not good.
So
What the hell?
Okay.
Holy crap.
So, there appears to have been
We have a
terrible
kraken.
things. Kraken.
Okay, the cause of death is fairly
Crushed?
clear. Yes, struck or crushed by the
Masked?
blunt object.
Uh-huh. Oh, I love the music now. Okay.
Oh, that's... Alright, so we should be able to recognize... Hello? There we go.
Yep.
Okay, so we know who she is. Might as well mark that down.
See if we can identify anybody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
That gentleman, who I don't know... Wait, this is one of the people who died before? Was he the one
No,
wearing
I
that?
don't
No, he
think so.
wasn't. Never mind.
Some
Don't know
very terrible things are happening.
Yep. There are a lot of people in this scene. All right.
Yes.
They're like 7 or 8 at least.
We're going to have to revisit a lot of these many times.
Yep. Yep.
The Doom. Well, that seems appropriate.
Okay, so this happened somewhat before. Yeah, that seems about right.
Part 8.
Okay.
The corpse was moved post-mortem.
That-
I see. And so it's been
yeah.
revised now to say on the main deck. She died
Right.
on the main deck even though her body was found in the captain's quarters.
Exactly. So this is Abigail. Where is she?
She's a passenger.
There we go.
Yes.
She was... I'm trying to figure out the right...
Crushed?
Crushed?
By beast or
This is one of those, like, it depends on...
the interpretation.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the direct cause of death was being smashed by a...
By the mast.
By the mast, yeah.
Well, so
Or the... Is that considered rigging? I don't actually know. It's not cannon or cargo, that's for sure. Could be beast.
Rigging usually refers to the sails and the ropes.
Okay, let's see what else we have here.
Well,
just to
that
make sure.
is actually in the glossary, though, if you want to look at the glossary.
Oh. Whoop. Why is it... What the...
Why are we twitchy?
I don't know. I'll find out
Because
in a
you're
moment.
very scared. Very
Yeah,
frightened.
This is
glossary.
not... Glossary. There we go. Rigging.
Rigging.
Network
The
of
network
ropes
of-
and chains. Okay, so you're
Yeah,
right.
So it is, the masts are not included as part of the rigging.
Good to know. All right, so go back to the doom.
Yes. So crushed by beast, possibly.
I guess that's the best. That's the best I have right now.
Unless there's anything else that you want to look.
Hmm?
I think we're about to get graded.
Well done.
3 fates correct. Hooray! Crushed by a terrible beast.
I'm glad that we figured that out.
Hooray! Yes.
We're not doing terribly yet. And okay,
So of the 60 people on board, we
I
have
see.
deduced 3 of their fates correctly.
wonderful. All right, let's close the book and figure out why the hell are we shaking.
Because this is a really frightening scene.
I mean, it is. However, it is, in theory, supposed to be something that can't harm us. In theory.
In theory.
Okay, so that's...
Don't know.
Yeah, if I feel... can we actually get up? No, we can't get up there. Oh,
And there's somebody who's sort of space for action.
What the... What's going... What? Okay. It feels like it's echolocating, kind of, sort of. Are you understanding what's going on here?
No, I'm not.
Okay, that probably
That's
leaves
the
the
end
memory.
of the area. Space again? No.
It's not doing anything. It's not
It
drawing.
does.
It feels like it wants me to do something. He's pointing guns at me.
Well,
I know, he's pointing guns at the other guy, but still. And
that's clearly obstructed.
crafty creatures keep stopping from seeing your stupid memory.
So can you zoom in on any of these people at this point?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, how about the people further aft? Because those guys are highlighted. See that body is highlighted to your
Right.
right?
Oh, that guy. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's because he's behind something, but... Oh, wait. We're going to a memory inside of a memory? This is some Inception type crap right here. Wait, what the...
You're getting
Oh.
you're getting a locator that's going to show you where that body is, I think.
Possibly, except I can't move yet.
Can't. Huh.
I clicked right then.
And
Oh.
now you can follow the trail to where that other body is, perhaps.
This-
Ghostly.
This is kind of freaky and kind of awesome.
And he's gonna come into existence now.
Oh.
So now you can inspect him, I
Well,
presume.
for crying out loud. So we can find out more about when he died. So I'm pretty sure many people died at about the same time.
I hear lots of hacking and slashing and shooting.
Yep. It's people
Okay, I would say he
Wait,
was...
is he? Oh God! Is he being torn in half?
Yes, I would call that partitioned.
Yeah, that is a thing, and he has crazy tattoos on
He's
him
got
too.
some pretty sweet tattoos.
Unless
Zoom
those
in on
are.
him. No,
Nope.
those are tribal tattoos
Yep.
of some sort.
Okay, that.
Well then.
Open the book while examining a face and flip directly to the sketch. Okay.
Okay, and
Oh, he was. Where was he on there? Because he's really easy to recognize with the tattoos. At least supposedly. I thought he was along the back here. There's some people we actually might know who they are or something, but we don't know yet. Am I missing him?
I'm just asking you to slow down.
Sorry.
Go back again.
Sure.
Is he in the back of the ship? So
Yeah.
he's drinking in the far back with a bunch of people.
Right. So it's
That's
this.
him.
Ah, this guy.
Yes.
All right. We don't know who he is yet, but
He's got some
curious.
fun tattoos.
He does. He's easy to
Okay.
remember.
Uh,
Okay. Let's see.
And let's look at the other guy.
Yeah. Anything?
Somebody trying to fend off the beast.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who
Yep.
he is yet. This guy who... Oh, God, this is a lot of information.
Oh, him again.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought... Yeah, he got his hat knocked off. Okay, that's out of the
end
memory.
of that.
Okay, so we're going into... He just looked like he had a shirt on. The Doom!
This is part 7 of The Doom. We don't know who it is, but we know how they died.
There were 12 others present!
Don't bother. It's too much.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just follow it along. Things will... What are you doing?
Okay, oh, you said we've found everything we can. I don't think we can name anyone.
Right, but didn't you want to give him a cause of death?
Oh, I suppose that's true. Good point.
Uh-huh.
He was crushed.
No,
No, I
definitely
guess,
not crushed. Keep going.
torn-
Dismembered, probably.
Dismember would be here.
Keep
Decapitated is not it. Exploded. Poison, spiked, strangled.
Torn apart
Torn apart. That works.
by a beast.
Beast. That'd do it. I think that is accurate. Sorry, didn't mean to skip that. All right.
Boy, okay.
Let's see what happens now. So someone new.
Yes, let us
Someone we may not have seen before.
see
Oh,
the
over
highlighted
here.
body.
Okay.
Follow the glowing trail.
Follow the arrows wherever you go. Follow.
To the foredeck.
I find it entertaining that actually is the path he took to get there because the creature was.
Oh, is it?
I don't know, but that would be entertaining.
That would make some sense. Down sail, down sail. Horrible screaming and crying.
Yup. See what happened to the last guy who held on? Oh. Wow.
Is that a mouth?
I actually...
I think that's an explosion on one of the tentacles.
Yeah, with someone in the middle of it, apparently. I think.
Yes.
Yes. Just checking.
Okay, and where's that line go?
The line goes to this guy. So he apparently was carrying the powder and it exploded?
No, he said throw the powder.
That's what
So
he said.
Somebody else threw the powder. Oh.
He maybe didn't throw it fast enough.
Oh, he didn't get rid of the powder, you think?
That could be it. I don't know. It's... Let's see. All right, let's start half identifying people.
Doesn't help
Yeah,
much.
it's not quite yet. There's so many people.
I don't think you should bother trying to identify the strangers very much.
Okay.
It's just not useful.
All right, well, at least let's get this guy's cause of death.
Exploded?
Yes. And he exploded.
I'd say so, yes.
I know someone who'd be very interested in this game. She's actually a real forensic investigator. So this,
Hooray!
at very least, might be entertaining, if not, was blasted by I think that is accurate.
I think so.
Get the main bit quick. 5 others were present. Okay, can we get like a timeline based on the number of people who were present at that? No, we can't.
Well,
'cause
everything is in time order by
Right.
parts.
Sorry.
Sounds like a door.
Yeah, it looks like we don't have the shaky away thing, so... Hey, look, the door is nice and straight, even though the ship isn't.
Is rolling quite
Hard.
drastically.
Yeah, this is... All right, this is visually very interesting. All right,
Okay,
so...
let us continue exploring.
that sounds like a good plan.
We haven't been below decks yet.
That is true. The question is, like, at some point do we, like... The first part made sense of what we were trying to complete. Here is just so chaotic during the doom. Oh, there's another person.
On the gun deck.
I'm imagining he may have
Crushed
been...
by the cannon?
Yeah. The cannon... Sounds about right.
And stand clear of the cannon. Yeah.
That would do it. That would do it.
Yeah, that's pretty well crushed by cannon, yes.
Okay, yeah. I have no idea who this is, but at least we know what happened to him.
Certainly don't, yes. And there are a lot of people around.
Jeez.
Can you go above decks at this point?
Good question. No.
No, but can you see if there's the Kraken there? Well, I suppose we'll find out when we find out what chapter this is.
Right. Nope, the Kraken seems to be there.
That does look like a Kraken, yep. So this is still part of the doom.
Yep. There is much doom to be had. And yep, we have...
Many, many bodies. And loose stuff. Bags of powder?
I mean, I'm thinking those might be powder charges for the cannons. I don't think you use loose powder with cannons.
On a ship? Your holds still have to measure this out 1 grain at a time. On the gun deck.
Okay, we're working back slowly.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we could pretty confidently say how they died.
Yep, they might be a gunner's mate, but, we're not going to know.
By cannon.
Yes.
Okay. Lucille! Lucille!
All
right. And looks like we can trace someone new. All right, who is it?
Highlight.
Oh, I am. I'm just... Is it someone new? Oh, there it is. So when I was...
That's a lot of blood.
That is true.
Timpanis!
That is a lot of notes. All right. So, sorry, buddy. We have to find the other guy. If I can...
Just go over the cannon.
I guess I can. Sorry, I'm so used to first-person shooters that have, like, arbitrarily placed walls.
Did you climb over the waist-high wall?
I tried to.
He was right there.
He wasn't... My God, he's like... Katzenbach, he's everywhere!
Oh, that doesn't sound good. That sounds really icky.
Jeez. Holy... But... What... Okay, so he's...
Shot by
Jesus.
cannon, or...
He's shot by a loose cannon.
Somehow the fuse got lit to a loaded cannon?
Oh, I'm guessing someone... Okay, so they're holding the...
so they were trying to fight off the beast with the cannons.
But it got knocked inside before
not
it
just knocked aside, it's being gripped by the tentacle.
Oh, you're... Ah, yes, you're right. Sorry, it's just a little hard to see. But yeah, pulled aside after it had been set.
So, shot by cannon, yes.
Yep, that is an answer. Well, this story is definitely more dramatic than I expected when starting.
Is it?
I was kind of expecting more of like
hey, look, this guy with the tattoos is
right.
also on the gun deck.
Okay, that might indicate who he is.
Like, I'm at least assuming for now that people would have been at their stations for this combat.
Okay.
So, I think we're going to need lots of notes.
We
for
are.
This to correlate
I
things.
actually
it's
have...
a logic puzzle.
I have
a very large
a
one.
book over there. Oh, there are 2 deaths. All right, well...
Back into the memory, then.
Indeed.
Which one is which?
Okay, let's see this guy. Unless it just tells us we have no idea. Okay,
so
this is
got
dude
a
with
top
top
hat.
So dude with top hat was very clearly shot.
Well, also looks like he was decapitated, but
that is true.
Mostly shot, right?
Shot by cannon.
Cannon, yes. By a
the
terrible beast.
By the beast. I'm gonna say that's accurate.
I think that seems reasonable to me. Okay, now let's find the other guy.
Yeah.
He's Baldy. Where's Baldy?
Is this him? I thought I saw there's a foot there.
Maybe from the opposite side? No?
Unless this is the guy who was crushed before. He doesn't look like he's dying there.
Well, highlight him. So then we can see his portrait.
That is... No, that's...
We'll have to correlate it against the portrait in the book.
Right.
All right, so if you click his picture.
I can't do it at the moment.
Okay.
No, it's not the same person.
Okay, let's look at the other ones then.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
Oh, but it is the guy that was present, I think, through the first guy.
In the end.
Yeah. Like the second
so
guy
that
who
means
died.
he survived the beast. Okay, let's see if we can find an angle for that. Is that the guy who died in a previous scene
Yeah.
that we did?
Maybe?
Where he was crushed by the cannon and
That's my
began rolling
guess,
backwards?
but I just don't know. Is there someone else who's also... Is there two people here? I can't see the other guy. Okay, let's quickly take a look. There
Four others were present. So 1, 2, 3.
He would be the fourth.
Keep going forward.
Sure. Don't see anyone back here, do you?
Seems like the end of the memory, yes.
Unless he's, like, in the next room, but that would be kind of...
Well, let's go forward, or back,
Sure.
I mean. Yeah. Under that cannon.
Yeah, there's that guy. I don't-
Full beard. It's not him. He's not the one who... Well, that does make for 4 others present.
Right, so...
But so where's our second victim?
Still not letting that through, even though... Although previously they let us examine dead bodies.
Well, we might have to leave this and come back.
Yeah, I feel like that too. Okay, maybe it'll tell us who it is if we do this. All right. No, it is that guy.
Back behind you.
Okay.
Down. Under the cannon. Right over there.
Fair enough. I do like the musical stings. Move by hands. That sounds like just before. And that doesn't sound good. That sounds crushed by...
Beast.
Yep. Oh, God. There may have been two people.
Two people blasted when that... Oh, that was what Belay Spark was.
Yep.
So they had already lit the fuse.
Right, but
trying to fire at the beast.
Yep. And so this is the very moment before where the guy got his beautiful top hat knocked off.
And they both got very blasted by cannon, yes?
Indeed.
He basically became pulverized.
Yep.
And he lost his head.
I'm still going to say that he was shot, but yeah, that's the right guy.
Yes. Uh-huh. Okay, well, how about the new guy who we're trying to investigate? Is this guy, you think, crushed by Horrible Beast?
That would be my guess, at least off the top of my head. Because it doesn't look like he,
crushed with cannon by Horrible Beast?
If you want to be technical, but I don't know if they'll let us.
We'll find out, yes. And this was fairly early, apparently.
Right.
Okay, well, we still don't know who he is, but we think these are all people who are gunnery agents. Crushed by...
Terrible Beast.
Okay.
Okay, so we have that. We
so
know
now
where
we
it
can
is.
change pages to the next one.
Right,
And
fine.
also blasted with cannon.
Yep.
Shot by cannon.
Cannon.
By the beast, I
Yep.
guess.
That's, again, the best I could figure out.
Yes.
The beast is responsible for a lot of deaths.
I mean, it is called the Doom.
I think he's winning against the captain. Maybe they were in a game for this.
If you say so.
Okay, there's the door. Is there anything else you think we should look at the moment?
Well, we can come back to it.
We're going to have to come back to some of these things, certainly. Okay.
It is a game of deduction. So can we look at
is.
the manifest? Or
Sure.
the crew manifest? I'm kind of curious if gunners were called out. gunner's mate,
Yeah.
only the 2.
Christian
Okay.
Wolf and Aldous.
So the others may have been qualified as just seamen.
Right. Which there are a lot of those.
Yeah.
There
are a lot of
if I knew
jobs,
anything
too.
about, like, if there was some, like, if those tattoos were somehow cultural or if they're just, hey, these look cool.
We'll get more information later, I'm sure.
Hopefully.
Okay.
There's more ship back here, although I don't know. I don't see any flies at this moment.
Is that what you're looking for?
Because, yeah, all the other bodies had, like, this looked like flies, okay? That's the restroom.
The latrines?
Yup.
So
Doors are closed.
Upstairs? Is that the central...
Sure, let's look a little bit farther this way, because there were a bunch of other people down here. You know, some of which were killed up top, but... Alright, we saw that guy.
Saw the guy who was under there.
Mm-hmm.
Seen...
Have we seen this guy?
Thought
I guess,
so.
oh yeah, this is the guy that was...
That's the first one we were looking at.
Right. Sorry, just... So much data.
Oh, relax. It's fine.
Oh,
Aha!
that's new. That guy is really gone to pieces. Okay,
So, dysentery? He
possibly.
has died of dysentery?
Or,
That sounds like digestive noises.
yeah,
Really bad digestive noises.
right.
Oh.
That is not how he died, though.
No. No.
And-
That was just his guts getting crushed out of him by a beast.
And they are so kind as to not make him particularly anatomically correct at the moment. Good.
ES.
So the person who was drawn... Was he the artist?
I guess the ship's artist.
But the
Sure.
question...
Well, let's look for the initials ES.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Well, once it lets us.
Yeah, well, I can get there, but it won't give us any information about it until... Let's see if anything else is happening. Okay,
It's
so...
like, what the heck was that?
Was he the first one to die in this kerfuffle? It's like everyone else is having a fairly normal time.
Yes. So he may have been the first one in the doom.
Indeed.
Yeah, past tense. And
Yeah.
somebody's sleeping in that hammock.
So the question is if he was the artist, and these are all pictures of them on the ship, how did he actually get access? Oh, this is part 2. Okay, so let's look at the manifest then. ES. All right.
Edward Spratt.
Artist,
The
yes.
ship's artist.
Okay, Edward Spratt crushed by the creature.
Beast.
The beast.
Not the doom.
Yes, the Doom. Right.
Oh, no, it is the doom, yes.
Okay. Just need to...
Oh, down.
Sorry, it scrolls faster than it did before.
Crushed
By the
by
beast.
beast.
Okay.
Mhm.
Location is fine. No, there's no...
That's a good idea, Wits End. If we look in this memory about what they're doing,
Right.
well, in other memories maybe too, because here they're just kind of walking around
Right.
or eating.
Well, they probably would be where they're supposed to be. It looks like it's probably, yeah, I don't know what the official term is, but dinner time. Okay.
13 other people.
Some people which we actually might be able to identify, apparently. I just don't know where the evidence yet is. Okay. Okay, so this will take us to another person. I think we're clear for right now. Oh. Up top?
Hmm. He don't look so good.
Yeah, not so much.
Back upstairs, I suppose.
I'm guessing. I'll wait for it to go.
Why would you do that?
We're making more bodies as we go along. Not sure that's a good thing.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody
So
Dane.
somebody from Denmark.
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Ooh.
So clubbed
Yep.
pretty generously.
Indeed. Okay. So it's this guy.
Uh-huh.
We know a little
He's
bit
the
about.
Dane.
Yep. I don't know how many Danes there are. This guy has a brother. I'm not sure if it's on the current ship or not, but regardless.
And it was probably in the rigging.
Yeah,
So his brother might have been a topman.
that makes sense. I wonder if there's a way for us to like write notes, like in the game.
Yeah. Who's he? And what's he got? What's he carrying?
It looks like books.
Chaplain?
Could be. I'm not. That's not the
He's
style of
pretty
collar I'm used
well-dressed.
to. Yeah. For some reason, I expected like a collar and kind of has something like that, but not the one that I expected. Okay.
It's in a cage.
It's like a goat. Hey, I guess everyone gets hungry at some point.
Okay.
This is part 1 of the Doom. This seems unrelated to the Doom, but then
It's
again,
only just beginning.
fair enough.
So, who is it?
Okay.
Let's click.
As we click here, we do get,
Yes. Who is from Denmark?
okay, Austria, Poland, Scotland, England, Italy, England, Formosa, Indian, Sweden, Wales, then Persia, Scotland, China.
Denmark. Lars
Denmark.
Linde. Let's keep going, see if anybody else.
Okay.
Nope,
That's
he's
the
the
only
only
Dane,
one.
only Dane that we can see
And
Okay.
he was clubbed
easily
by
okay,
an
we
unknown
don't.
attacker.
Yeah, we're still.
Well,
a little,
we're trying to find a brother as
all right,
well,
let's go back to the.
who might have been a topman as well.
Right. Sorry. That one of them goes a tiny way, the other one goes a huge amount of the way. So two people have the same last name.
Toporov? No.
Not Peters. So top. If they're
So
both
did you
topmen.
recognize his accent?
No, not offhand. In the English
It certainly
direction.
didn't sound Chinese.
Right. It wasn't Chinese or Russian.
So Walker or Botterill, perhaps?
Yeah. Let's see. It could be someone who's somewhere else.
Oh, almost certainly somewhere else.
Right. Was Witter, Dalton, Weatter, Gibbs Smith, Wallace, Evans, Minor.
So many.
I know, it doesn't seem offhand.
I need to sort these by last name.
I know. Where's a database when you need one?
It's called your hands.
God
and
damn
a
it.
pencil.
I hate those things.
Butamint? Any other butaments aboard?
Not on this side. I don't see one, unfortunately.
Okay, I don't see any other repeats, at least.
Well,
Not off the top of my head.
yeah,
Well, we can keep exploring.
sure. Sorry, just one last pass. Okay, yeah. I don't.
Peters.
Peters?
Go back in.
Okay.
Samuel Peters, seaman, and up above. Stop!
Okay.
Nathan Peters, seaman. We don't know
Okay.
which one is which.
Right, but it's one of the Peters boys.
I think so.
Well, let's see if we can. Well, we haven't seen his death yet because we haven't had anyone who's been killed prior to this point.
Right.
So I think you can mark that down. I don't know if we can figure out what memory. Let me see if I can. It's Doom Part 1.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it this way.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see.
Well, it's his attacker that we're trying to identify right now.
Oh,
There
that's
were 3 others present, so.
right. Sorry, I'm just doing terribly at the interface.
Bottom right.
So he was one who was clubbed. That
He was the
first-
the guy with the books in the boat.
Yeah, and up here,
That's the guy who did the killing,
I
right?
think so. Well, we don't know about his fate, certainly.
No. quite possibly died in the Doom, but can't really tell.
Right. How do we change the bookmark again? Do you remember that?
Just click.
Because I click this, I go to the bookmark. Oh, that's the very beginning. Gotcha. Okay, let's go back here, because there's a one way for me to find out. Wrong one. Oh, yes. Ah, from there.
Okay, so then
I
you can
see.
cross-reference them in different memories.
Gotcha. Okay, so for the people who are present, we can certainly try to find him, because I feel like we've seen him in at least one other thing. Oh, 2 memories, yes. Show memories on deck map. What? Oh, God. Sorry, I was trying to do something wrong.
Mm-hmm. So one of his memories
Was on the top
was the one
deck.
we just saw,
Yeah.
the Doom Part 1, and also in the Doom Part 7, just as somebody on deck.
Okay,
So he survives until at least the Doom Part 7.
right. Okay.
We
good
might have
know.
to start tracking like lifetimes of people.
Right. Well,
Mm-hmm.
it's a start. All right, the door is open. So do we have all the pieces to the Doom at this point, or what are we missing? Just trying to get an idea. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have all.
And that is the end of the Doom.
Yes.
And in theory, we have enough information to identify a bunch of people.
Right. Well, we have to kind of sort through this, certainly. Okay, so here it gives us 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
What are the half slashes?
I don't know. Oh, disappearances.
7 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates are cataloged here.
Oh, well, crying out loud. All right, so that we don't get everyone's death. We only get some of the deaths that we could find the bodies for, and the rest we have to infer?
Yes.
Wonderful. I mean, they could potentially be alive, but I wouldn't...
Scroll back a little.
Yeah.
Not that far. Forward one more.
Okay.
So notice we've got 2 of these people whose portraits are clear.
Right. Oh, this is going to be fun. So what are these arrows underneath here? Am I...
But I think that means they appeared in 2 memories.
Ah, okay, that would do it.
And then he was appeared in 3 memories.
Our
He did,
murderer. Yes.
Click. But we only know about 2 of them, I think.
Huh. Does that mean we haven't seen him in those memories, or that...
I don't know. That might not be what those arrows mean.
Okay.
Let's keep
So
going and see what other information
Sure.
we can find.
Okay, think that we're... what was that?
What was what? The flare?
Oh, that's just my audio thing going crazy. Hello? Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Okay. Sorry about that. Sometimes this is... I got a cheap splitter for this, so apologies. Oh, boy. Where to begin? That's the only thing that I'm kind of like in the middle of right now. So who is the most likely person that we should track, I guess is the question. So, okay, we know what happened to her. This guy is in 5 memories.
So I don't know what those 2 markings are.
All right, we should track these, though, I think. What do you think? Let's see if we can find
Sure.
who this guy is.
Okay. So he appears in part 4 of the Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Let's find out.
So this
Okay.
was the fuse.
Right.
So that's when somebody's getting blasted apart.
I
Or
can't
2
run...
people are getting blasted
I'm
apart.
going the wrong way because I'm trying to go below decks because that's where it was. I'm pretty sure. So the fuse was... All right, I can walk over this thing.
is the splatter on the ground.
Yeah. Okay, so it does just sort of jump to it. Okay, so he's supposedly here, so he's this guy.
Yeah, so he is holding...
A ramrod.
Yes.
So it doesn't look like he's doing anything special in the sense that, so he's probably a seaman proper, that he was below decks when this all started, and probably
Yes.
this is, but he isn't necessarily the gunner himself.
Well, the gunner is a gunnery officer, so I think he's just a seaman.
Right. And there's no associated documents that we can use here. So this is pretty freaky. Okay, so should we push forward to the next one?
If we can.
I'm trying to remember where the door is. There it is. So moments before was this guy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You should really be in that memory too, otherwise it doesn't make any sense. So he'll be working... So yeah, this literally is moments before. So he's actually grabbing the ramrod.
To use as a weapon?
I don't know.
Or is he...
Or it could just be loose. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting though. We could track him that far. Oh, and this guy is trying to keep the cannon from going the wrong way. All right, I'm gonna say we should try to track. Can we go any earlier and track him, or see which if he's in an earlier memory than that?
Well, you can tell by the bookmark.
Right. Let's open to flip directly to the relevant page. Okay. There is no more before then. Okay.
Part 2?
That was the first one. Wait, no, that's... Oh, yeah, he is in this one, isn't he? Okay, let's
So
go...
let's go into that
Yeah.
one. Part 2.
Let's do it. That was this direction, I think.
No, this is aft, isn't it?
Oh, you're right.
No, you're right. That's
Oh.
the right way, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, he was up on deck, wasn't he?
No, he was...
Oh, no, this is aft. Okay.
Yeah.
All the way into the boat.
See, I'm terrible at the whole port, starboard, aft... Okay, 4
You'll
get.
have to learn it.
I know.
He died port side.
Which one was that? Yes, bow. Thank you.
Take a bow.
Okay, so in theory, this should be shortly before, so...
This is before anybody has realized anything is happening. Is he
Right.
one of the ones in the bunks?
Oh, I would believe. Hello?
Wait, is he tagged? He's tagged. 43?
40... Where... Oh, there you go. 44. The hell is that?
Do you think that has to do with what's on the manifest?
You could very well be right. Let's see here. Ah. There's Maba from New Guinea. That could... Think the tattoos could be from New Guinea?
Maybe?
And Lewis Walker from England. So I'd say that's likely, because also if you remember the order that they were positioned in the previous memory, the 44 was back over in front of the cannon, while 43 was, where apparently Maba was on this side. So here,
right,
the
so they
cannon is
wouldn't
tied
have gotten a chance to move very far between the beginning of the Doom and the Doom.
down. Right. So...
What is he doing?
I don't know, and why can't I... There we go.
Can you look at what he's manipulating?
Sure. It looks like...
Food?
Yeah, it looks like a spoon. A spoon.
Is he
or,
the cook?
It
Because that...
it does have more than one helping there, but he might also just be giving himself a portion of whatever was put here.
Supposes so, yes.
So I'm going to say that this guy is Maba. At least that's the best guess I have.
Sure.
All right. So we're going to go back to the Doom.
Oh, he did die here.
Yep. Maba.
43, remember?
43, you're right. Sorry, my memory is, 3 seconds. Okay, I think we're wrong about... Actually, no, I think we just don't have very many names yet.
We need a third name before
Yeah.
we'll get any grading.
Okay. But at least we have an identity for this guy.
Let's keep scrolling.
And we also have identity for...
For who?
If this is his number for the other guy who was here. So let's go back to the previous memory.
The next one?
Yeah, sorry. The previous by our timeline, next by theirs. I know, this makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
There's got to be a way to jump into a memory directly from the book.
I
don't
feel
you think?
like it.
Yeah, if you just click in the lower left corner, maybe.
Maybe. So we were this one.
No?
No, doesn't seem like it. Looks kind of like I should be able to from there, but
All right, well, we'll just have to walk over. Or back.
it's not that far.
So this is the guy who was crushed.
Yeah.
Right there.
Or
You're standing on top of
I
him,
thought it
aren't
was
you?
the guy that was earlier, even earlier than that.
Was it?
I think that's right. Let's take a look here. So here are the bunks. So our assumption is that these are the people who are they're sleeping. But this is 45. Is there any? There's actually supposedly text there, but.
So where are the 43 and 44 bunks? Are they further forward?
No, I think that's where they are. I just don't know.
You sure they're not right
Well,
there
that-
in the blackness?
Okay, that actually is a possibility. In that case, we don't know anything about these guys. All right, let's go back to the real world for a moment. I know. I wish I found a way to jump into and out of these memories more quickly. Okay, no, you're right.
So, according to the book, who do we have enough information to identify?
Okay, so not this
Not
guy.
him.
We do.
We already identified him.
Neither of these guys. This guy. He's in 2 memories. Let's bookmark him, I guess.
Yes, what is the first one he was in? It's on page 76.
Oh, okay. He's
somewhere in this.
Well, there's a lot of people, but let's find out, shall we? Okay.
What did he look like?
He looked like a man. So
Collar, striped shirt, no facial hair, close cropped hair.
right, we'll find him. All right, so let's. I still think that guy is likely Maba, but I don't actually. It's one of those. I can't tell for sure.
I don't know very much about New Guinea.
I think I know of like tribal tattoos and stuff, or I think like
Is that him there, standing next to the? Is that him? No, I don't think so.
No,
Nope.
don't think so.
Does not look like his portrait. So keep going.
Right.
There are a lot of people in here, though.
Okay, here's 45. I just wish they would be able to show us.
Not him.
No. Although the guy to his left is clear.
Well, he's one of the. Is he one of the passengers? No.
Could it be that we could find out from that they're sitting next to their bunks, which would make some sense? I can't say for certain though. This is him.
That's him. At mealtime, who's he walking with? He's walking with
Guy that
not
has
the
a hat.
captain, but he seems pretty important, and he's
Yeah.
carrying food for both of them, so he might be a steward.
Right.
And this is shortly before the cannon comes crashing in and crushes him.
That's a good point.
Is it the?
What was the thing where he actually died? By a loose cannon. So yeah, he was crushed.
How many stewards are on the boat?
Well, let's find out.
a lot.
Yeah.
Well, but they're each associated with a single person.
Right.
Keep going down. Ship steward, captain steward. So the first through fourth mates all have their own stewards.
Right.
And then there is a ship's steward for everybody else. He does not look like he is from India, though.
Yeah. Ireland, Wales, and England all are possibly could be Swedish for all we know, but that's not the captain.
That he's accompanying. Do we have any information about... No, we know the first mate dies at the very end. We've already
Right.
identified him.
And that's not the first mate.
No. Okay.
So let's look at I just look at the other mates, see if we can find anything else about them. Not offhand. So the question is, where are they going? To where are they going?
Well,
There's another guy in here.
X.
Is that 10 or is that just...
All the others were in Arabic numerals.
Yeah.
I don't know why they'd use 10 there.
I mean, it's a fair point.
57, and the other one? 56.
6. Okay, that's 45 again. So the question is, where are they going?
Well,
They have to go back to the real world, I suppose, to find out.
which direction are they going?
They're walking aft.
Let's check the map.
That's a good point. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is the set of events and how they flow. So we're in this one at the moment. No, we're in this one at the moment. Oh, I see. We bookmarked this person. That's why there's an X here.
That's
where
why it has a little bookmark symbol.
Well, it's bookmark symbol, and it's also, this is where he died, is the more to the point.
But he also appeared in that one.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Which is the one we're currently in.
Right, so we're heading towards the mates. You're right, he looks like a steward. Because he's heading back aft, and here are the 4.
Could be any of the 4, really.
Right, and they're not going to complete their journey, otherwise they're really silly. Although, it feels like we should be able to find, like, somehow, after this, he ran out here and got hit by a cannon. Why would he come back out? It's always one of those, I hope they actually thought through this part, because I just want to make sure it's actually a clue and not we have no idea why we're doing this. Just out of curiosity, maybe we should examine back here a bit.
I mean, I don't think we found all the bodies we can yet.
Right. Well, we found all the sets of events, certainly.
Did we?
For this chapter, I meant.
Yes. But
So-
we might need more information from other chapters to make
Right.
more progress here.
That is possible. Okay, let's actually take a quick look here. So, going from the end, just in terms of the people that we haven't identified. Okay, he's still vague. Okay, so far so good. Of the people who are also present, we got them. We don't have enough for him. I guess those are all the other people, so yeah, we can't find the others yet.
There weren't very many people left at that point.
Right. I just make sure for the comfort of their employer. Okay. Sorry, I need to learn things. Okay, so most of the information we're going to have is still from here. From here. Somewhere? Fine.
There's a lot of pages in this book.
There are. I still feel like this is likely. Okay. Of these guys who...
We can identify him, supposedly.
true. I wish I knew what these triangles meant. No, because we don't have names for everyone. So of the ones we have left, we have Maba, Unknown Soul, Unknown Soul, Unknown Soul, Unknown Soul, and Edward Spratt.
So we
Oh, yeah, no,
need-
and Lars Linda. You're right.
But we don't know his attacker.
Oh, that's right.
Until you fill out the full fate, you won't get judged.
Right, but we do have enough information to find out who...
And as soon as we complete 3 fates, we'll be judged, whether they're correct or not.
Right, but we should have enough information to find out who this is. So let's try to track him down.
I mean, one of the 2 brothers, right?
Right. I mean, is it fair to just try it and find out?
You can if you want to lose points.
Oh, is there a points thing going here?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's try to get a little more information about this guy, shall we?
If we can. Where else does he appear?
2 memories in total.
So can we find him in our current memory? Because he's in the current memory
Right.
somewhere.
Or actually, oh yeah. I thought he was one of the 2 guys at the table here.
Is he? I don't think so. No.
Oh, no, that's not it. Sorry.
Also not him.
Just checking. Yeah. He could be above decks. Because, right, this is right after all of this stuff happened.
So is that him also?
Wait, the watch came out? Oh, this is for the body that we tracked before. No, that's...
Not him. So this is when the body is the guy who was killed. Wait, who's jumping overboard? Or is he a lookout?
He could be a lookout. So the Kraken is coming from... What is the right side of the boat right now?
Starboard?
Starboard, okay.
Is he coming from starboard?
No, you're right. It's from the other side.
Port.
Oh, he wraps the entire boat, though, because eventually he's coming from the other side, too.
Well,
Okay.
but the initial attack, where he's grabbing the cannon, is from the
This
port
side,
side, I
yeah.
thought.
I think you're right.
Yeah, because we go down here, and then all of the carnage is on the right, to our right while facing aft.
Right, that is
So
correct.
port side of the boat.
I guess that's true, too.
What?
The initial attack was at the bow?
Yes, but on the port side of the bow. That's where we found the guy crushed against the rail.
So I try to find out... Okay, so this is the... So no, he's not in this current memory. We're in part 2 right now.
Well, we know he's in part 1, because that's
Yes.
where he kills the guy.
The other one is this one, where this guy is killed. So, okay, let's find out what's going on there, okay?
Left facing the bow is the port side.
Okay.
Port and starboard, left and right.
Sorry, I'm terrible at these things. Can we just call the bow north and do everything else? And I know it's not accurate, but I'm also not the one driving the boat. So it was over here, if I recall.
Where
The other part 7 memory.
was dismembered.
Yeah. Yep, that's the right one. And that thing did take a good cutlass to the tentacle.
Uh-huh. It doesn't seem to much mind, though.
Right. Okay, let's see if we can track down the other guy. That's definitely not him. That's... Wait. Top hat dude? I thought that he
Different
was...
top hat.
Okay.
That's not a top hat. And he's tossing a gun to...
This guy over here, it looks like. Which I don't think is... Yeah, unlikely.
Yeah.
Nope. Ah.
Not him.
Okay.
He's got a full head of hair.
Nope.
You got a watch on that guy, though. Did you already trace him?
Yeah, I think so. I think he was the guy that we traced last time.
Is he?
Pretty sure? No. Sorry, I just can't. It's hard to recognize these people.
Nope.
But he is a guy that we could potentially
He
figure
was
it out.
below decks before.
Yeah. There's a pig.
And we can't go below in this scene. So he's here somewhere.
Nope.
That's the mate who had the
Right.
servant, the steward with him below decks.
That's right. Okay, it's clearly not him up there. Did I miss anyone? Throwing
Well,
there.
how many does the memory say are in this scene?
12.
Including the guy, not including the guy who was being dismembered.
Right. Is it possible for us to go below decks, or is that blocked off? Looks like it's blocked off. That's just a piece of tentacle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not that guy, 8, 9. Yeah, our count is low here in some fashion.
Try looking out in the tentacles above the water to your left.
Yeah, okay.
See those there, you guys?
Oh, you're right.
3 bodies.
Can I
Well,
get...
that sounds like they were tossed overboard by a terrible beast. Wait, no, they were in the boat.
Yeah.
They were in the launch, I suppose you'd call it.
Would that bring us up to the right number? And unfortunately, means we can't examine them. But that would explain their disappearance, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, their bodies are no longer on board the ship.
Huh.
And one of those is our guy in question.
I guess they must be. That's kind of a shame.
Why? It means we know his fate.
It's true, but we don't know what their name is.
Back to.
This guy. Drowned.
By a terrible beast.
Yeah, that seems to be the pattern. But if we could find out who he is. Another piece of clue is the picture itself, I suppose. So he's definitely not like, this is having fun with the rest of the
Well, we know
people.
it's one of the 2 brothers, and both the brothers are seamen.
Right. Is he mentioned anywhere else? What was the last name again? Sorry to ask.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Peters?
Peters,
Just
I think
go
you're
all
right.
the way down to the bottom. Yep, Samuel Peters or Nathan Peters. We think.
Right.
Possibly.
There's Abraham Akbar. It's probably a trap. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. You should be.
I frequently am. Yeah, I'm feeling like we're...
Well, do you want to take a guess on who clubbed down the Lars?
Sure, I guess. Right. So many pages. Let's just go from top to bottom then. What do you say?
What, start with Nathan?
Yeah. Oh. Cool.
So, we took a total wild guess.
And we were sufficiently lucky, apparently.
That means now we have a name for this guy.
Right.
And we also have the fate for the other guy, potentially.
Indeed.
Well, actually, we don't. We know it was something to do with the sails. We don't know if he fell, if he was crushed. Or
Right. We could say rigging was one of the... Actually, it's true.
We don't know the verb. But let's
Right.
go update the other guy with his name.
Right.
The Doom! And that is Nathan.
Yeah. Oh, now it'll explain this.
This is a deduction rating.
It'll be more difficult to deduce this person. Oh, okay. Focus on the easily deduced identities first and leave the more difficult ones for later. Oh, I guess we skipped forward one or two.
That's fine. Feel free to note him down.
Fair enough. There he is.
So, wild guesswork occasionally works, I guess.
Okay, so... Oh, I see. So each of the people that we've actually recognized has...
Mm-hmm.
I see.
So Mala was... So Edward Spratt was easy.
Right.
Lars was easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So
how
only
many other
one-
Danes are on the ship?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So we only have 2s and 3s left, so I guess we should look
I thought
for...
we had enough. Well, let's look for more bodies. I feel like we need more information.
Okay. It's possible, but I have a feeling that we need to go... Actually, it's a good point.
Like, I don't think we've explored the whole boat, even.
Okay, so let's... I thought it was like you go do this chapter by chapter, but I guess it's not necessary.
I mean, we certainly didn't finish the end chapter.
I guess that's true, although we did... That's...
Right
No,
side.
you're right. Right side?
To get over the cannon.
Oh, right. Also, did we... In this world...
Yes,
Oh, yeah, we did
that's where
see that. Oh. Sure.
Inaccessible.
Oh,
That's what the X means. But
fine.
some other doors might be accessible.
That is true. Let's see what happened to the various mates, shall we?
If we can.
Or at least let's look in their bunks.
If we can.
Try to look in their bunks.
That one was open.
Oh, hello.
Lots more bodies to look at.
I'm not sure if this is 1 or 2 bodies here.
Oh no, you're cut.
Scottish. Scottish!
Don't leave me.
That's
Bear
not
up, son.
Scottish.
I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I
Someone who's a bit more
tried my
posh.
best
Aye,
Pete's mother.
to pull him back, to save him.
you tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
Okay, so the speaker
It's
is
not Pete at very...
not Brennan,
right.
and he's Scottish.
Yes. Oh, this guy. Yeah.
Let's look at him.
Sorry. No. This guy.
Oh, is that the... No, that's not the mate we've been looking at, but
No.
he's still one of the mates, I think. with
Right.
The hat. He's got a hat. Fancy hat.
And we've seen him before.
Well, which cabin are we in?
Good question.
Just look at location of
Location.
corpse. We're in the midshipman's cabin.
Yeah, okay. Although...
That's not where his corpse was.
Right.
So he survives until the doom. So not all of the memories are of violent death.
Right.
Just most of them.
Okay, so
What
that
else
might...
is going on outside?
He might be the midshipman.
Oh, there's a trail of blood.
Ooh. Where'd
From...
that come from? Ooh. Well, that's a thing.
We don't know what kind of thing, though.
Right.
Some sort of big fight?
So, new chapter.
Escape.
Huh.
In the lifeboats.
Okay.
In the midshipman's cabin, we found somebody, but we don't know,
Yeah.
and we don't have enough information to know,
Yep.
and we don't know how they died either, really.
Yep.
Okay.
They're hurt somehow. Yeah, I would guess.
See. We need to continue exploring the boat. Not him?
Him. Get outside before it goes away.
I think it waits for you.
Oh, okay. That's very polite light then.
In there.
Why'd you lead me around the freak? Oh, whatever.
Is that a gunshot?
I think so.
Oh no, that was a club to the head.
Yep.
And what's he carrying?
It is a pistol.
And who does he shoot?
Probably the guy who's lying down there.
Yes, examine him.
Oh. He's wearing an official-looking hat. I remember seeing him earlier. Oh God, his face!
Yeah,
I
got shot in the face.
I
okay.
know, but still, it's just
now
like.
Let's look at the guy who actually got clubbed. Got clubbed down.
Okay.
Another one of the mates,
Mm-hmm.
potentially. And the clubber is that guy.
Yeah,
One of the seamen, I would guess, but
Yeah.
it's hard to say.
So we now supposedly have enough information to identify him.
Do we?
That's his.
Who's on the stairs?
His picture is clear.
Who's on the stairs?
Good question. This looks like the guy who was, yeah,
Who was and
who
that's,
tried to chase after this
is
guy.
that potentially the midshipman? And he's
I think so.
crawling towards his own cabin.
That's
Oh,
possible.
with a knife in his back.
Yeah, regardless, he was stabbed. That much we know. Yep. By whom, I'm not sure quite yet, in terms of name.
We don't know who he is. We can't know who he is.
Yeah. But we do know that he was... Is it stabbed different? No.
What do you mean?
Knifed.
Who?
The guy who was killed. No, actually, no, right. Wrong person. Whoop.
Yeah. He was clubbed down.
This person. This person. This person.
Yes.
This person was stabbed.
Yes.
Knifed. That was
We don't know.
Nope.
And then the officer in this scene was clubbed down.
Yep. Sorry, I was just getting confused.
Mm-hmm.
By an unknown attacker, because we don't know anyone involved here. Okay.
And more bodies,
Well, of
more
course.
chaining.
I'm sure it's the next, the person in front of them. Yep.
And he was definitely shot in the face.
Yeah. And he's... Where are you going? We know he's, like, right here.
You are so disrespectful to the Will of the Wisp.
Will of the Wisp and... Oh, my...
Sounds Russian to me.
Yeah.
Have a plan? Yes. Take ship and sail east. Raid wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there? Mutiny! Mutiny!
Oh.
Oh.
Bastard!
Stabbed. And waiting for it. The struggle. There we go. Jeez. I mean...
Not shot in the face, but the top of his head blown off.
Yeah, that very much
Including his
did happen.
nifty hat.
Indeed.
And who's doing the shoot? I said the midshipman is already crawling off towards his cabin.
Right. So this guy... I just wish I could find a way to, like name them temporarily. Dang it. Sorry. Okay. And so this is the guy who was yelling, "Stop! Yeah, mutiny,
Mutiny! Mutiny! And he's the midshipman, we think. One of the midshipmen. There were 3 midshipmen? 4 midshipmen?
I thought there was only a couple, and there were a whole bunch of mates. I could be wrong.
3 midshipmen.
Stewart. You're right. Okay.
All English.
Okay.
How many Russians do we have on board?
We had a couple.
There were at least, I think they were all seamen.
Yeah.
3, 1 topman, 2 seamen. Anybody else?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good mystery. I'm not frustrated.
Yes, you are.
Huh? I'm not. What I meant to say is, if I'm frustrated, it's not because of the game being bad. It's just because my memory is awful. How's that for a way of putting it?
It's a very visual game because everything is about portraits and recognizing people.
Right.
From very limited information.
This is for something that would still be easily considered PG-13, this is an awfully gory game.
Pirates are gory.
I think this guy was shot. What do you think?
I think he tripped and fell. I mean, didn't they?
I mean, briefly, and then into gun, which was then... Yes.
Did it really say expired? One of the options for cause of death is expired.
From old age.
Yeah, pretty sure that was not the case. I don't know what said. They all could have just fallen off the boat and drowned.
Yeah, it's true.
They could have all died of dysentery.
Okay, that would also be kind of gross, but that's a different set of problems. Okay.
Very quietly in their sleep.
And yep,
More
the chain
chaining.
continues. All right.
Above decks?
Yeah. Oh, these guys, which we never actually got a chance to see. Oh, he's being pushed off. Oh,
Oh
God
no,
damn
he
it.
was already dead before that happened. His body is being dumped, but from the amount of blood, he was already dead.
You're probably right.
Above decks. Yes, we know that.
Up here, right? Yeah. Oh, I see. So these aren't actual bodies. These are just the images of the people, because otherwise, bones don't hang like that.
Well, at least in the memory, he's being held up by his legs by people who we haven't... Ew.
Let them go!
Who's them?
So, shot
Oh,
with rifle by people in boat.
looks,
A woman.
So
One
the-
of the passengers?
Yeah, so I think so. So it looks like someone was trying to take the lifeboats, and they weren't supposed to yet.
I suppose?
Just taking a look. Okay. And who do we have?
We've seen him before.
but I don't know. And we've seen her before, I believe, as well. I think she was at the door during the last bit of the Kraken stuff.
And who else is down there?
I don't recognize him.
60 people, wow.
Yeah, okay, we know this guy.
Sort of.
At least
yes.
we should know
We've
who he
seen
is.
him before.
Yes.
Well, shot with a rifle, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Who's escaping and from whom?
Well, we can kind of tell how they died. Shot gorily. I wish there was a way of modifying it, but I guess it wouldn't do any good.
Yeah, all of them are gory. Being shot is not a clean way to go.
It's true. And the chain continues.
Well, yes,
Yep.
there is a body right there. Which means the little will-o'-the-wisp is going to twirl around and then end up right back here.
Yep.
You're probably standing on the body now.
Probably. I think it's right there. Yeah, we see you.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Sorry about
actually,
that.
considering his hat, was he one of the mates? And how many of the mates are from Scotland?
It's a good question. The very fine hats, one and all.
Move quick.
You'll not take the last.
Oh, it's the last boat.
Paul, look out. Sounded like he got stabbed.
Yep, that is pretty clearly stabbed.
So is that Paul?
I think I think so.
No, she says.
So okay,
So
so
is there a Paul related to one of the women aboard? There aren't that many women aboard.
right.
Let's go look at the
Yeah.
ship's
Manifest.
crew manifest.
How many Pauls do we have?
Paul Moss. But let's keep looking. Is he dressed as a steward?
Could be. I don't see another
Is
Paul.
he the only Paul?
Could at least give him his name. That's a good start. For Wales.
What are you looking for?
Oh, just glancing one more time. So I would guess that the passengers, yeah, like I said, there's Emily and Miss Jane,
Mm-hmm.
at least clearly with female names.
I mean, given the time,
It seems like
it would pretty much be only women
Passengers.
aboard would be as passengers,
Yeah.
effectively.
so I can't tell who is who there.
Well, something about her brother, right?
Brother. Let me take a look at the
The
dialogue. No, that's the wrong one.
part 2. No, back.
Oh, we haven't actually gotten the iris out yet.
I see.
Uh,
I guess he is sort of dressed as a steward with a dark jacket.
yeah. That could just be the uniform. And it's wearing, this guy's wearing sort of more traditional, like, sailor stripes and stuff like that. Don't know if that's official. So, okay, so the two, I'm guessing those are the Lady Bird and Emily. Or Lady, hello,
Hi,
Oct 7. Mysteries upon mysteries.
Several mysteries. So we think this is Paul, and we
yeah.
think he was stabbed.
Paul Moss. Well, pretty sure he was stabbed. Sword.
Good. Killed
with a
with sword.
by an unknown attacker as of yet. And the pattern continues. Who would it be this time?
Downstairs?
It looks like it kind of has to be.
Or else in the boat?
Oh,
below decks.
It's below decks.
Oh boy, this looks messy.
Yeah.
What is going... Oh, there's... Because this is after the doom.
Right.
So
So he could have just
there-
expired from his wounds from earlier.
Well, that wouldn't count as expired, because expired is from old age.
Oh, right. Not. I meant in the general, he died from an earlier wound, which I am uncertain which one that is.
Follow, 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 follow.
And we are here. It's kind of hard to make out in this version. What? I guess I clicked too fast or something.
Yes, you canceled it.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
I'll say.
Where is my Frenchman?
My
Where's
Frenchman.
gone? Your mate was torn apart.
For that. The beast is
German?
dead. How?
Yep.
How did
Or-
you kill it?
We only have the one Dane.
It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold.
Captain
Said
was
he chased
hiding
it
in the
off.
hold. Oh, that because there is a chapter called The Bargain.
Yeah.
Curse like that. Does that live for nothing?
Ooh. Yeah, this guy's likely German. Is New Guinea a French territory?
Aren't there some actual Frenchmen aboard?
I
Check
don't
the
know.
list.
Yep, let's do it.
I mean, use your resources, man.
I
Use your
know.
resources.
I have to also like speak what I'm thinking too in order to.
The bosun's mate, which mean, and so does that make this the bosun? Because he is
Yeah.
from Austria, verdammt.
Yeah, that would do
So
it.
I don't think we have any actual. And
See,
he said your mate.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right. My Frenchman, that would make perfect sense. All right, but let's see what else is going on here. So, exsanguination
Oh.
is the obvious one.
Yeah, he lost an arm in the fight.
Yeah,
Is that?
I think that's one of the other mates.
Is that the Russian who
that-
got shot in the face later?
He's the guy who got shot in the face, that's for sure.
I thought he was speaking with a Russian accent
It could be. I forget.
earlier.
That's right. There was someone who was speaking with a Russian accent, but of course, we did not get to see.
Oh yeah, it's the guy with the small hat.
Oh, okay. That makes
right?
sense.
Not the full top hat, but the hat still.
Right. He survived something,
There in the
apparently.
wardroom, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So I think we're going to say he's the bosun's mate.
The bosun.
Oh, wait, all right, sorry, the bosun. Maybe I would really not be good at this game. Celestial, is exsanguination, electrocuted, illness. Technically, it's
Go back to the first page, maybe.
a lot. Oh, this is this
It's
fate.
for people who might have actually survived.
I see.
I mean, some people made it out on the boats. So
Burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned, eaten. I mean, not whole. Again, technically illness, but I think we may have to find out. Go back and find out more.
I mean, I guess you could call it torn apart because he lost the arm.
Right. I don't necessarily want to put it. It's not gonna. It doesn't apparently cost us points to like put these things in, but at the same time, I kind of feel like I want to wait on this.
Sure. He appears in other memories, so we might actually see him in a previous memory during the Doom.
Right. I think you're right. We'll come back to this, assuming.
Yeah, we can look at the previous memories where he's appeared to sort
Right.
of see what happened.
But
to
let's
him.
follow. If there's any more of the chain, let's follow the chain further. Because this is the beginning of the escape, but that doesn't mean.
Door.
Okay, no, we can exit now proper. All right, so short version is some crap really went down here. Above deck, below deck.
Who's that?
That's the cap.
Is that the captain?
I think it's the captain.
Okay.
And someone's
The
coming
captain just coming up from the hold, right?
Right. So is that the captain's steward?
Possibly. It's a kind of different uniform from all of the other stewards, though.
I suppose that's true.
Is it one of the midshipmen? I don't
I'm not
know.
sure. Okay.
There's blood all over the place from the guy who got shot.
Yep.
Or no, is that not happening?
That hasn't happened quite yet. So he actually, where was he dragged from? That's a good question. So he came this way. This is where the blood trail ends at the moment.
Yeah.
So unless he was hurt here, and this guy is coming out from the.
Which cabin is that?
This looks like the second
Map?
Yeah.
First mate.
First mates. So this
Do you
guy's
think
probably
that's
the first mate. Okay, let's mark it for right now and see if we can pull that off.
Sure.
Okay,
Guy with wide hat.
Right. Oh no, we already got him. Okay. Yay.
Oh, yes. Okay. Because he's the guy who got shot.
Right.
He was Abigail's brother.
Right. So, yay, we at least confirmed what we thought. And that is this is the captain. So, good.
Okay.
Is this guy actually
So does that mean that the other two guys with hats here are the
Other
second
mates
and
in
third
theory.
mates, and not him to the
Right,
left?
all right. Probably?
And in theory, we have enough information for him, but yeah,
Yeah. It's one of those
more
can't
deduction. Mm-hmm.
This does feel like he might be the steward given being near one of the mates, but which one and who they are.
Yeah,
It's
because
still
all
the-
the stewards are in a clump back there,
Right.
right? All in their very similar
They're
uniforms.
wearing sort of a jacket with the
collar.
the collar pulled down, black collar.
Mm.
Okay. Good to know. Any other pieces of
It's an
information?
interesting game of deduction.
It is. It's one of those. I am kind of fascinated. I also know that I'm not the best person at these kinds of games, but I will accept that and move on. All right. I guess we should move out of here and see what else we can find, or if we should try to start deducing anyone else here.
There's still a bunch more rooms in the ship as well.
Absolutely.
Mhm. So that concludes the escape chapter.
6, 7.
So at least 4 people disappeared, probably in the lifeboats.
Right. So we don't quite... These are in the difficult range at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So we can try to go farther. Who are we supposed to know? Okay, we do know who that is, or likely know who that is. We likely know who
We
that...
still don't know how to classify his fate. So
Right.
what other memories does he appear in?
Good question. Let's find out.
The Doom.
He's in the Dooms.
Okay, so shall we see if we can find him in Part 8 of the Doom?
Sure, that sounds fair. Okay, and that's up right. Correct, I remember.
Oh, we can go below decks even further now.
Ooh,
I don't know
nice.
whether
Well,
that was open before.
We will...
I don't think this was open before.
I don't think so myself. I think we're slowly unlocking things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but we need to go... Oh, wait, this is the right way. We need to go to the captain's quarters. Hey, Johan! Yes, it was. We, unfortunately, lost the trademark on that and had to sell it to the company at large. Okay.
The Doom!
The Doom! All right.
So that's
That's one of the mates, likely, in that case. All right, what is... Just, let's... I need to remember what the guy's face looks like. That's the...
of the bosun?
Yeah.
He was the guy with a little top hat.
Right, okay. Sorry.
It's not a... It's a wide-brimmed hat, but not... That him? Right there?
That could be.
And he's about to lose his arm.
Yeah, so yeah, it's got to be
I think
torn
apart by the beast.
Yep. That, I think,
And
is
then
technically true.
He then bled out subsequently.
And he is this the right... That meant that he would have come down the stairs over there.
Bleeding profusely.
Yeah, which seems likely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can buy that. All right, so let's get out of here and let's mark it down and then get out of here.
Dialogue in here.
Good question.
Where is the captain?
Have you lost your mic? Get back inside.
He's below deck at this point. Oh, right. He's in the hold making some horrible eldritch bargain.
That's going to be fun in the end, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. We can't do the bargain until we've done all the other chapters, right?
Yep, that's apparently the key.
Yes.
Okay, so this guy was torn apart by a beast.
Uh-huh.
Okay, should we... Right, okay, just looking through to see if we should have gotten another...
Other names?
Yeah, if we should have gotten a check, in other words. No, we don't know who those are. We should be able to figure out who this is, though. Then he's on the easy side, it says. So I'm going to say let's move over to him.
Okay.
10 memories. Woo! That's a lot. All right, let's still bookmark them. So he's, of course, not in the ones after that because he's dead.
He's in...
Is that one, obviously, I don't think we had enough information then.
Right.
So he is in the escape, though. And the escape goes directly into the end, yes. What's his...
The escape ends with what? With the confrontation above the last boat.
Yeah.
Wait, no, this is in the midshipman's cabin.
Oh, right. The guy who yelled mutiny, mutiny, and was stabbed and then crawled into the midshipman's cabin.
So tell Pete's mother. Can we find Pete? Because he's clearly not Pete, but who is Pete?
Right. Sorry. Let's see. Pete Moss, I think, is the name of the guy. I think there was only one Peter.
No, there's Peter
Paul.
Milroy.
Oh, Peter
who
Milroy.
would have been one of the other midshipmen. So it's
Right.
not Peter, who is the one who's bleeding out there.
Right.
The only Peter?
Looks
That
like
is
it.
the only Peter. Which dead guy? There are 60 dead guys. Well, at least 50 dead guys on this boat. But it is a good point that in this scene,
mention who
somebody
Brennan
is shouting for Brennan. So where
Right.
is Brennan?
We should be able to find him, hopefully.
We should be in that scene.
Well, actually, that's a good point. So another property is that since everyone who died is noted in each chapter, then Brennan has to be likely with someone who's at least alive at the beginning of the chapter, if not alive at the time of that thing happening.
He must be alive at the time of that particular scene.
Right.
Well, who's Brennan? I assume that would be the doctor's mate.
Right. Let's see here.
The surgeon's mate? No. Where's Brennan? Brennan might be a last name.
Yeah, that's what
as
I'm.
well. Is it a nickname?
Oh, there it is. Henry
Brennan. Okay, so the mate is sending Brennan to go find the doctor.
Right. So let's go back to that last thing, since we can now actually work, because we know what happens next, we should be able to trace back a bit more and figure out who's still alive and thus who they could be referring to.
Well, I'd want to just go to that same scene where the midshipman is bleeding out.
Exactly. Or likely the midshipman. Ah!
Well, he crawled back towards the midshipman's cabin and then died there.
I guess it's a point. It did say you at times you would have to guess or...
Often you'd have to guess. I think you're going the wrong direction.
That is entirely possible.
See, these are the cabins.
Ah, there's the blood trail.
And the knife.
Right, I had to actually learn to open the door.
Hi, Jen.
Hey, how's it going? It's been a while.
You're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried.
And that's the first mate who was part of the mutiny.
To save him.
Right?
You tell him
Was he
yourself.
part of the mutiny? I don't think so.
Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
I'm pretty sure he was. He was killed as part of,
Oh, at the very end, yes.
Yeah.
But not the earlier mutiny.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, but wasn't he the guy who was walking down with his steward, with his meal? That would have been the first mate steward.
I don't think so. I thought it was a different one. We can find that one out in a moment.
Okay.
I'm pretty good. As usual, my memory is awful. I think, is this the guy with the knife in his mouth? I think so. And this is the other. So, Brennan...
I think that's Brennan?
It's one of these two guys is Brennan.
Possibly.
I just haven't any idea what I could pull off from, on top of that. So yeah, from
So
here...
you're saying you don't think that's the first mate?
No, I think this is the first mate. I think we already have it marked. See?
Okay, yes.
Because he is currently calling for, go tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
Yes.
I'm telling Wit's End.
Yeah, he probably is not calling for the dead guy.
So he's currently hearing something. So that could be him who's Brennan. Is that a long shot, or what do you think?
It seems X is the dead person's voice.
Yes.
Right? So he's what I think he's one of the midshipmen. He's not what Pete, because he wouldn't refer to his own mother as Pete's mother.
Right.
And the first mate is shouting out the door to Brennan for Brennan to bring the surgeon's kit to see if we can save the guy who's dying in the midshipman's cabin. So he's not Brennan. He's not capable of going and getting the surgeon's kit.
Right, so one of these two guys must be almost certainly is Brennan then.
Yeah, and you're thinking it's the guy who's looking or listening towards the cabin?
Right, that's right, because otherwise this guy would be like, huh?
Oh, no, that's a period after. You tell her yourself, period. Brennan, go do something.
If we leave and come back, you can hear it, and it's pretty clearly two separate thoughts.
Yeah, and I think it's marked with a period in the transcript.
Yeah.
If you want to bring it up again?
Yeah, it is. It's just, as usual,
You tell her yourself, period. Brennan, exclamation point. Bring the surgeon's kit.
It's okay. Don't worry about it, Wit's End. No harm, no foul, no socks, no shoes. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna guess that this is him.
I'm gonna guess that's him, even though he's just finished clubbing somebody down.
Right. Where is he? Oh, right, his death is over here.
Is that him?
Yep.
So all the way at the bottom.
Henry
Brennan.
Yeah, that's it.
Hooray! We were correct!
Excellent. Yay! More confirmed information.
Yep. Okay. And it's agreeing with us that we're going to call that drowned.
Yes. As our death count rises in a good way.
Confirmed deaths. Yes. Explained deaths.
Yes.
Okay. I think I may need to call it fairly soon.
Okay. Are you interested in continuing on with this?
Oh, yes. It's just this is a lot more brain power than is our typical for here.
It is
and
true.
My brain is starting to get explodey.
But unlike 11th Hour, I'm actually enjoying this.
Yes. Yeah, different kind of brain power. But this is deduction rather than smarmy puzzles.
Right. Hey, yeah, I have the hints so far have actually been surprisingly subtle and actually kind of interesting, as opposed to being like a hit you over the head, this is the hint, or being like a no, you have to know about the zodiac, to know the precise sign under which this is actually happening, to know the direction that person's homeland is from, ergo that is the Russian guy.
I like the fact that we're having to recognize accents.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that we're having to look at clothing and uniforms and how people are behaving with respect to each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. This is actually, so I'm not going to go too much longer
in
with
that
this.
sense, it's like it's very much a social deduction game.
And so with again, I have no problem if someone else made the game because it means I don't have to. But the game idea that I had was kind of about that too, where part of the idea is you were supposed to eventually start inferring information about how people thought about other people, which gave you information about what people's motivations and other stuff like that were. The problem is like high concept is easy. Actually getting to the meat of things is hard. But it appears that Lucas Pope actually did it, so I'm altogether happy about that. And I'm now really curious and afraid of what happens during the bargain.
I'm kind of curious about everything that happens in chapters 1 through 6. Like,
I'm still curious.
What went horribly wrong before the Kraken attacks?
Right? Is there? I guess at this moment I'm just assuming, and this is recognizing that I'm assuming, not that I actually purposefully did so, that the Kraken attack was just that happens.
I don't think so. Go back to the table of contents.
Sure.
So notice the title of chapter 5.
Oh, Unholy Cast, Soldiers of the Sea, The Calling. Well, the murder doesn't sound great either, but I'm guessing...
So, yeah, that's why I'm really curious about what leads up to the Kraken attack.
If we're getting into a Lovecraftian story, I am totally behind this.
Indeed,
It kind of feels right. If this is the boat that's steering towards Rilia, then... however the hell you pronounce it.
I don't know. Maybe they're going to have taken captive some native shamans or something.
That's possible. It also could mean that the captives are the people on the boat themselves after the calling, in that kind of making a closed circle
yes,
kind of thing.
Perhaps.
So it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. So we're going to have to play this again.
So we are literally working this backwards. We started with the end.
Yep.
And then we went backwards to the doom, and then the escape, which is the aftermath of the doom.
Right. So the escape is referring to the escape in the lifeboats of the remaining passengers, apparently.
Multiple boats. Well, we know what happened to one of the boats.
Right.
It got flung up into the air, and
That's
everybody
true.
in it drowned.
That's one way to lose lifeboats. It's not a likely one, but now I want to play more, but okay.
Well, given the time period, they're not really lifeboats.
I guess that's true. They're just boarding.
They're just the boats.
Right. Good point. Huh?
Yeah. Just interesting. Yep.
Indeed.
We will mull this, I think.
All right, so sorry to cut this short, guys, but it is a weeknight, and this is not a fully planned stream. So we will be playing this again, hopefully in the very near future. I won't hold you to anything, but do you think Wednesday might be at least in the
Seems
possibility?
reasonable
Okay,
at this time.
fair enough. Well, one way or the other, we will be back to this, and hopefully we'll remember what the hell happened. All right, and
That's highly unlikely.
in the meantime, we should probably figure out. All right, I have to do this thing. We should figure out who we're going to host next. Let's see. I almost feel a little bit greedy in not streaming another person playing Obra Dinn just so that you don't get spoiled to this and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
But there's lots of other spooky-like games. I'm curious here. Alone in the Dark.
Possibly.
Home Alone in the Dark. No. Okay. I'm just thinking of the games that... Anyone playing Seventh Guest? Because I would totally go for that one. Really? On pre-Halloween? Jeez.
You could always click the horror tag.
It's true. Oh, actually, you got right. Horror! Silent Hill 2 is pretty popular right now. There must be one... Yep, Vinesauce.
That'll do
Playing
it.
a lot of it. I might send you back to someone who's doing Silent Hill 2 because, you know, it's nice to do it every once in a while. It looks like Full Tour is doing this. So in that case, I will leave you to Full Tour and see you guys soon. So have fun.